Hi, it's Brian Kelleher with Keller Williams Realty. And today I want to talk about a question we get from sellers all the time, which is, as a seller of a property, what do I need to disclose to potential buyers? So hang around and watch the video to find out more. We get this question probably more than any other question from sellers, and that is, as a seller of a property, what do I need to disclose to potential buyers? Well, in Alabama, we are what's called a caveat emptor state. In plain English, that means we are a buyer beware state, and a seller does not really need to disclose anything to a potential buyer of a property. However, there are definitely some exceptions to this. The first is, if you can check these 5 boxes, then it's something you should definitely speak to your agent about potentially disclosing to buyers. Number 1 is, it needs to be a material defect, meaning something that would most likely affect a buyer's decision to actually purchase the property. Number 2, it needs to be something that affects the health or safety of the potential buyer. Number 3, it needs to be something that the seller actually has knowledge of. The seller needs to know about this problem before the close of the sale. Number 4, it needs to be a latent defect, meaning that it needs to be something that's kind of hidden and a buyer would not be expected to uncover it during normal due diligence or inspections. And number 5, the property cannot be for sale as is. So if you can check those 5 boxes, you should definitely speak to your agent about disclosing to a potential buyer of the property. The second big exception is direct inquiries. So if a buyer or a buyer through their agent asks a question of a seller, that seller needs to answer to the best of their ability and as honestly as they can. Otherwise, they are misrepresenting the property for sale. And number 3, and I'll close with this, when in doubt, speak to your agent about whether or not you need to disclose to a potential buyer. If you know about a problem with your property, speak to your agent and they will coach you through when or if you need to disclose to a potential buyer. So I hope this helps to clear up what you need to disclose to a potential buyer. If you have any questions about this, or if you're thinking about putting your house on the market this spring, shoot me an email or a text. And in the meantime, thanks for tuning in and stay in touch.